ready for a birthday. I wonder, what is your favourite part about birthdays?
When the candle down. Birthday cakes are blown out the candles. Presents, loads of presents. Wild balloons. Wild balloons. Birthday decorations. Birthday decorations.
Party poppers. We love birthdays here. I bet you do too. And the church has a kind of birthday too, and it's happening this Sunday, and it's called Pentecost. Have you ever heard of that word before? Pentecost is an event in the Christian calendar that happens after Easter. Pent means a number. Do you know how many sides a pentagon has? That's right, a pentagon has 5 sides. Pentecost means 50. It happens 50 days after Easter. Now, it would be really great if you could go and sing a worship song. I've linked My Lighthouse in the description below, so please go and sing that, or choose one of your favourites to do, and then come back and we'll carry on with the story. The Bible tells us that after Jesus died, he came back to life. Jesus spent time with his disciples, his followers and pupils. He spent time teaching and speaking to lots of people. Jesus spent time with the disciples and promised that they will have help for the future. But on the 40th day, Jesus returned to heaven, and the disciples were left alone. The disciples were left to carry on Jesus' work. They were to start the Christian church. They were to teach about Jesus and to teach about God's love. They had to spread Jesus' teaching across the world. But the disciples have just lost Jesus, their teacher, their guide and their friend. The disciples are not safe, and the authorities want to persecute Christians. The world is a very large and dangerous place filled with lots of different types of people. There are only a few disciples to do a very large and impossible sounding job. Can you imagine how they might have felt? "50 days after Easter, the disciples gathered together. This was at a time when lots of Jewish people in Jerusalem were celebrating the Feast of Tabernacles. People from everywhere were in Jerusalem, people who spoke lots of different languages. The disciples of Jesus were in Jerusalem. They were in a special room. They were waiting just as Jesus had asked them to. He had told them he would send them a special helper. As they were waiting in the room, they suddenly heard the sound of wind, which got louder and louder. It was strange enough, hearing all that wind. But what happened next was even more amazing. Flames of fire seemed to appear and sit on top of everyone's head, but no one was burnt. What they heard and saw was truly amazing, but how they felt was out of this world. It felt as though Jesus was with them, right inside them, and they understood that this was the Holy Spirit who would now be with them wherever they went. They were so excited that they ran outside to tell everyone else what was going on. They all started speaking at once, but in different languages, so visitors from other countries who were there were amazed they could understand what they were saying. They were so excited and happy that some people even thought they were drunk. But Peter, one of the disciples, explained to them that Jesus had risen from the dead to demonstrate God's love and power, and they too could experience God's Holy Spirit if they wanted to. By the end of the day, around 3,000 people had become followers of Jesus. It was on this day that the disciples started the job Jesus had given them to do, the job of telling other people about Jesus. Many people see Pentecost as the birthday of the church. The church was born on Pentecost when God came to live within his people by his Holy Spirit. And it's also the day when lots of people became followers of Jesus. We're going to pray now.
Thank you for letting us have this time with our families. Please keep everybody safe. Amen.
Thank you for those prayers, they were wonderful. I've got a little activity for you to do at home. Because lots of people feel that Pentecost is the birthday of the church, I wondered if you could make a birthday card for the church. I'd love to see what you make, so please ask your parents to either email myself, I'll put my email address in the description below, or get them to send it through the Aldridge Parish Church Facebook page. That would be great, and we'll share any that we get online. This is the one I've made. It'd be great to see yours. Thanks for coming to watch our assembly again. We'll see you soon. Bye.